Hey guys up, welcome back to the channel. So I'm back with another Against the Current reaction today because they released a new song, Always You and I, which at the time of recording this, it came out yesterday. So this is the third, it's the third song from this like new era slash album. So I'm really intrigued to check this because I've loved every song so far. Like since they've come back and they've started putting out singles, obviously this has been the third one. I've loved each one so far. Dead Man Walking I think is probably my favourite so far. But obviously we got this one now, so I'm going to be curious to see what it sounds like. But yeah, based on this new era so far, I think this is potentially could be Against the Current's best album. Like I really feel it's going to be a strong release, and I just, I've been a fan of these guys since the very beginning, and it's cool to see obviously, how their careers progress, where they are now, and there's something about this era. I don't know if it's because obviously this is the 15th anniversary from this year, but there's just something about this new era of Against the Current that it feels like kind of like a statement, if that makes sense, and I feel like the sound and direction they're going for is working for them. So yeah, we'll check this one out, see what it sounds like, and I'll give my thoughts at the end. So without further ado guys, let's check out some new Against the Current.
All the battles fought, take the
bit of acoustic style again.
off, hold me in your gentle heart.
It's like a visualizer video.
My head simmers down when you come around. Clear the poison from my thoughts.
Okay.
Till the fun of the human
That riff. Okay. I love Chrissy, man.
When all of heaven's angels are dead, if this is all that's left,
Dude.
it was always you and I. When even time has come to its end, when it's flipped on its head,
Alright.
it was always you and I.
Well, that chorus has blown my damn mind. Holy shit. I will say, right, with all of these new songs so far, these choruses bang, man. They just absolutely slap. And that's another, like, really strong Against the Current chorus. But, yeah, I love the tone for this one as well. And, like, there's an underlying heavy, like, sound to it as well. I don't think Chris has ever sounded better. Like, her vocals at the moment are just ridiculously good. They're such a high quality at the moment. And, obviously, maybe doing the solo stuff where she went a bit heavier with some of that, maybe that's transitioned to Against the Current. But yeah, I mean, vocally she's never sounded better, Chrissy, and she's one of my all-time favourites. But that chorus, holy crap, dude. Oh, alright, okay, we're off to a good start with this song. Oh, it's gonna get hard to pick a favourite, man, because they're all just so good. I like the rope. Bit of a throwback to a rope video.
Found my missing piece, oxygen I breathe. You're the fire in my soul. Right from the first sight.
Lyrics as well, man. The writing's off the scale.
Finally I've come home. Till the fun of the human
I'm really liking the guitar work. Danny's cooking, man. I can't get over this chorus, man. Ooh. Holy crap, that note. Do you know what, right? Damn her voice on that. The way she hit that note and it just kept going. Mate, I swear this band doesn't actually get enough credit they deserve. They are like, they're so underrated. And this is just a prime example of how good these guys are. Do you know what is well known for this song? It's kind of got a bit of a placeholder from like the Fever EP. And then, they released Blindfolded, Good Guy, Silent Stranger, it's kind of got a bit of a placeholder where it's like not in between, but it's kind of like a combination of those eras, if that makes sense. But also it's got like this darker, heavier tone as well. Some of the solo stuff she done, because you know she's done that song Rope, which was like a metalcore track. I feel like some of what she was doing with her solo stuff is transitioned to Against the Current, and that is, I am all for that, because in terms of like Chrissy Costanza performances, that EP she done was that was so amazing, man. And I like this transition to Against the Current. I feel like Dan's guitar work stepped up massively. Like, he was always in the same guitarist, but just what he's doing in this song is good. And Will's drums, man, like the drums are just carrying it really strongly as well. And it's just, overall, it's a strong song, man. Yeah, I freaking love these guys, man. Honestly, I can't wait. I'm gonna have to try to see if I can see them this year. I would like to see these songs live, because I reckon live these would be pretty tasty. Are you kidding me with her vocals, man? There's something really eerie about the song as well. It just works. Ooh. Okay. That was nice there. I like that a lot. Ooh. Not quite half time, but it slowed the tone down a bit of pace. Damn, Chrissy. Oh, are you kidding? Damn. Alright, so that was Against the Current with Always You and I. Holy shit, I don't know where to start with that one. That track just kind of blew my mind a bit. Like, it's just, yeah, like the performance in that, like, everyone brought their A game on that song, man. 100%. And Chrissy's vocals, like, I know how good she is, but even on that song, she still caught me by surprise. And some of those notes, I was like, oh, okay. The long note she held as well, and that chorus, man, that is just such a banging Against the Current chorus. Is so strong. And yeah, I love everything about that song. I can't really pick a favourite now. Because Dead Man Walking, I think it's still my favourite, but I think the more I listen to this one, there could be a conversation there, I think, because yeah, all three so far have just absolutely banged, and this is going to be such an exciting time for these guys. And I think this album, like I said at the start of the video, it's going to be their best album. I think I don't doubt that at all. It's just cool seeing the evolution of Against the Current from like sort of like pop punk when they first came out. The second album, it went very experimental and was kind of like a different sound, which I still really liked. There's some really strong songs on that one. Fever brought it back to sort of like a heavier sound, and obviously we had those 3 singles that tied them over before obviously this new era. And now it's just like a harder, it's like sort of like a heavier, harder rock sound. But some of like, there's a few like pop nuances in there with like some of the choruses and the vocals. And it's created a really unique sound for this new chapter Against the Current. And it's got me so stoked, man. It really has. Because even though this is only their third album, obviously they've built an impressive career for themselves so far. And yeah, this album's I think it's going to elevate them more. Because like with these guys as well, they just tour relentlessly. They're such a hard-working band. Obviously, they took that period of hiatus, which was very well needed. Yeah, because there was that period they took some time off, which is where Chrissy did her solo EP, which was needed. Because yeah, there was that period in like 2024 where they were just, that tour they did was ridiculous, because I remember seeing them twice on that. I remember seeing them at Slam Dunk, and then I saw them in London. But they were playing like so many festivals. They played like Slam Dunk in the UK. I think they played When We Were Young as well, because I think they played like the Gravity EP in full, which would have been really cool. Unfortunately, it was in America. I couldn't go. When bands take time off, they kind of need to recharge and get the writing juices flowing again. But whatever they've been working on, man, I'm so buzzing for this album. I cannot wait. And yeah, we're being treated to some of the best Against the Current music. I think this is them in their best form as well, because the sound that they're adapting now, as a long-time fan, I always felt this was the kind of sound they could really make their own. Based on these 3 songs so far, boy is it working, man, and I can't wait for this album. Just banger off the banger, man. Like, there's nothing else to really say at this point. I'm just, yeah, whenever this album comes out, I don't know if it's coming out this year. I don't actually think if we've got a release date or even a title for it yet. It could come out this year, which would be really cool to time with the 15th anniversary. Depends how far along the record was done. Yeah, because they're touring back end of the year. I'm really gonna have to go, I think, just because like Against the Current one of those bands that whenever they tour, I always try and go see them because they're one of my favourites. And I wasn't gonna go because I'm being a bit more selective with gigs this year, just because, you know, the price of the tickets and travel to London are a joke for a start. But yeah, I feel like I'm gonna have to go see him just because I would like to hear these new songs live. And from what people said about the 15th anniversary like dates they did earlier this year, they said like it was the best form of Against the Current. I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to go now, and this new era, this new sound, it's really working for them. I cannot wait for this album, and like I've said a few times, I think this is going to be their best album. And what a time to be Against the Current fan. 15th anniversary, new album, banger after banger. What more could you want? But yeah, that's it, song, guys. Thanks for watching the reaction. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe down below. Stay tuned for more videos. Go check out Against the Current's new song. And as always, I'll catch you on the next video. So then, guys, take care, and I'll catch you in the next one.